What up, guys? Coach Murph here with episode 4 of Ask Coach Murph. Thank you for sending in all of the questions. We didn't even need to announce that we were doing another episode because you guys sent us enough good questions to make up another one. So thank you for doing that. Keep them coming, and we'll keep making these episodes. But we got 3 great questions we're going to answer today. I almost forgot. Fun little fact about the number 4 in the lacrosse world. That was the age I was when I got my first stick. Might not be interesting to some of you guys, but that's a very important part of my life right there and a very important moment because that is when I started to fall in love with the sport of lacrosse at the age of 4. But let's get into it, guys. So the first question is from @LaxCoach13Jones on Instagram. He asks, what is whey protein? Who should take it? What's it for? How much, if any, should someone be taking? Is there a real difference between brands? This is a great question, so thank you @LaxCoach13Jones. Everybody knows about whey protein. Everybody talks about taking it. There's so many proteins that are marketed towards you when you go into a GNC, when you go into any of these supplement stores. So, bottom line, whey protein, it's derived from milk. There's 2 types of protein that are derived from milk, whey and casein. And then on top of that, there's 3 types of whey protein that are out there. The best one is the whey, the isolate whey protein. That's the most widely used one when it comes to strength and conditioning. That's the most widely used one when it comes to athletes and pre and post workout supplements. So who should take it? What's it for? There's a lot of uses for whey protein. In our case, who should take it? Anybody that's consistently working out, that needs help recovering. And what's it for? It's basically to aid you, A, in recovery, B, in muscle growth. It's been proven to help you in both realms, so it's definitely important to have in your repertoire when you're working out heavily, when you're in season and you're training a lot, you're practicing a lot, and you got games every week. And the last part of the question, guys, is there a real difference between brands? Absolutely. Not every brand is made equal. Some brands are heavy in the sugars, which you should probably stay away from. Some are derived from milk that came from cows that are fed hormones and all that crap that you want to stay away from. So what we recommend, guys, it's a brand called Stronger, Faster, Healthier. We have no affiliation with them. We don't gain anything from recommending them, but it's what we take. It's what we recommend to everybody. It's clean. It comes from grass-fed cows, no hormones, none of that antibiotic stuff. And so, yes, definitely, no matter what brand you're buying, do a lot of research on them. Ask around about it, not just the guy at GNC, because all he's looking to do is sell it to you. Ask people that know. Ask them what they would take, and then go from there. But do a lot of research on this stuff, guys. Great question. Second question, guys, comes from 10,000 Lakes Mesh on Instagram. He says, what do you recommend I eat? I eat a lot of protein, but knowing from knowledge not every protein or not every meal with protein in it is healthy for you. Great question. When you think about eating food, guys, it's very simple. Eat real food. This means cook it. This means don't buy overly processed foods. If it can sit on a shelf for more than a month, not good for you. There's a lot of things in it that makes it last that long, and those things are not good for you to eat. So think about cooking food. Whoever cooks in your household, ask them to cook you as much food as possible. Learn how to cook on your own. But think about every meal. Have a healthy protein in there. Have veggies. Have healthy carbs. And that can be rice. That can be sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, etc. And make sure you're eating healthy fats. That means avocados, or they can cook in coconut oil, avocado, or olive oil, grass-fed butter, etc. Eat real food. It's that simple, guys. And the last question, guys, comes from @MeshReview. He says, what is more beneficial, kipping pull-ups or strict pull-ups? Great question. So for those that don't know, kipping pull-ups, made popular by the world of CrossFit, they're basically done when you're swinging and you put a lot of momentum into your pull-up. You use a swing to help you gain some momentum to kip yourself up above the pull-up bar. And strict pull-ups are just done from a dead hang. You're just pulling straight up to the pull-up bar and straight back down. 2 very different movements. They're both pull-ups, but they're very different movements. In my mind, for what we're doing for the game of lacrosse, strict pull-ups are much more beneficial. The kipping pull-up, if you're doing CrossFit, it's great. It's going to allow you to do more pull-ups faster, and that's the whole idea behind CrossFit. But it puts a lot of stress on your shoulders, so if you're not used to that movement, I would stay away from it. Stick with the strict pull-ups. Gain a lot of muscle doing it that way. You can add weight to it. You can, if you can't do a strict pull-up, you can throw a box underneath you and do jumping strict pull-ups. You can use a band to assist you and give you a little more support. But stick with the strict pull-ups unless you're doing CrossFit. Then, get into the world of kipping pull-ups, but be very careful with your shoulders, not overextending them. A lot of people tweak their shoulders when they're doing kipping pull-ups and they're not prepared to do it. So great question today, guys. Thank you very much for sending them in. Keep them coming, and stay tuned for episode 5. But keep up the great work, guys. Keep watching. Subscribe to our channel. We'll see you guys soon.